Hey, how's it going? Just going to show you how to play Shed by Title Fight today. Just before we jump into it, I'll let you know that if you'd like the tab for this song and all the other tunes I've made tutorials for, you can support me on Patreon, place to go to get all my tabs. If you want to support me without signing up to anything though, you can just buy me a coffee, which is linked below. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram, and you can check out a Spotify playlist I've put together that's got all the songs I've made tutorials for in it, so you can have a listen through that and see if you want to learn anything. Also, if you could like and subscribe, that'd be great. Anyway, now that's out of the way, let's jump into the lesson. Alright, so for this song, we're just in standard tuning, using a pick, and just got a few sections to go through. We've got a main riff, a verse, a chorus, and then a couple of lead lines. Got 3 of them. So I'll go through section by section, give you an example of each part, and then I'll teach it to you. Alright, so we'll start with the main riff that comes back a few times, but it's the first thing that we hear in the track, and sounds like this. Alright, so starting out with this chord shape here. So holding down 9th fret on the 6th string, 11th fret on the 5th, sort of not hearing a note, we're just sort of muting that 4th string, and then we've got our pinky out on the 13th fret on the 3rd string. And so we go down, down, up, down. And then we do this sort of bend on the 2 notes, basically the one that we're not holding down with our first finger. So these octaves with our sort of 3rd and pinky finger. Try and bend them. It's a bit tricky. Finger strength can be an issue there. And then we just basically drop off that note that we're holding, and then we've got the open 6th string, and just sort of keep these octaves down. So we're going, and then we just move them down a tone. So we just slide it down from 11 and 13 on the 5th and 3rd strings, down to 9 and 11 on those same strings, and back up. All the while we've got that drone note happening, open 6th string. So we just finish with a D power chord. So 10th fret on the 6th string, 12th fret on the 5th and 4th. And that leads us into the verse. Alright, so the verse sounds like this. This just gets repeated around a number of times. So we've got power chords with the 5th on the bottom basically. So it's we're sort of like flattening our finger over the bottom 2 strings in the 4th fret, and we've got the power chord, sort of the extra 5th on top on the 6th fret on the 4th string. So we do 3 of these, and then we keep that 6th fret on the 4th string held down with our pinky, and we've got to stretch out. We've now got open 6th string and and 2nd fret on the 5th string, and we're just chugging along on this for the rest of the bar. So yeah. Then we repeat that. We just sort of do 3 of each. Then we go up to an A power chord. So just 5th on the 6th string and 7th fret on the 5th string. Then we go. Just move it up a string. So now we've got a D power chord. So 5th fret on the 5th string and 7th fret on the 4th string. 2 of them, down to a B power chord, which is 2nd and 4th on the 5th and 4th strings. And then you get back to the repeat. So on the repeat, it's all exactly the same except the very last three sort of strums. So it just is. So instead of doing the D to the B, we've now got an F sharp to E power chord. So it's 2nd fret on the 6th string and 4th fret on the 5th string. Two of them, and then E power chord. So open 6th and 2nd fret on the 5th string. Just one of them. And repeat it around. Yeah. And that is the verse. Right, so the last sort of rhythm part to learn is the chorus. And the chorus sounds like this. Alright, so just starting out with an E chord. So open 6th, 2nd fret on the 5th and 4th, 1st fret on the 3rd string, top 2 strings open. And we just do 2 strums of these. First strum, both down strums by the way. First strum we're just sort of trying to hit the lower 3 or 4 strings. Second strum we try and hit the top 3 or 4 strings. So you're hearing that on the first and then on the second strum. Then we've got this. So we're flattening our first finger over the bottom 2 strings, 2nd fret. Then we've got 4th fret on the 4th and 3rd strings. Slide that over. So we strum it once and then slide it over 2 frets. So now we've got 4, 4, 6, 6. Do that, and then we strum it again, and then sort of similar to with the E chord, we're going to hit the lower few strings on the first 1 or 2 strums, and then the last strum, we're going to be hearing those top 2 open strings. So you've got so that's what we've got. First up, and then it's exactly the same, except the first chord is now this A sort of with a major 7 thrown in instead of the E. So it's basically exactly the same chord, we're just not playing the low string and we're taking our the note off the 5th string. So we've got open 5th string, 2nd fret on the 4th, 1st fret on the 3rd string, top 2 strings open. And same sort of thing, we're going to try and hit the bottom 3 strings, so strings 5, 4 and 3 that we're strumming on the first down strum, and then the second strum we're hitting those top open strings as well. And then exactly the same. Exactly the same sort of slidey chord from the first bit. But that's the chorus, that just repeats around. Yeah, so there we go. So that's all of the rhythm tracks for this tune. Only other parts to learn are a few lead lines now. So the first of these lead lines comes in the first verse, I think, and sounds like this. Right, so we've just got holding down the 4th fret on the 2nd and 3rd strings, and we're going to pluck string 2, then string 3 twice. So we're sort of returning to this 4th fret on the 3rd string. So we go, 4 on the 2nd string to start. back to 4 on the third twice, open first string, 4 on the third twice, back to 4 on the second, then 4 on the third twice, back to open first, 4 on the third twice, then we've got, which is putting down second fret on the first string, keeping those other two held down. So we go 2 on the first, 4, 4, and then open first string. And then we've largely got repeats, so pretty much exactly the same thing, just the ending of this next little bit is different. So yeah, just repeating those open and 4th fret notes. Then we've just got, which is 4th fret on the first string, easiest to put your pinky down, pull off to open, and then 4 on the second and third. Then repeat of the first little bit. And repeat all the same except the last 4 notes here. Which is just sliding that note on the second string from 4 over to 5 and playing the open first string with that and doing that 4 times. And that is lead line 1. Alright, lead line 2 comes in verse 2 at some point. I think right at the start of verse 2 and sounds like this. So holding down 4th fret on the on the second and third strings again, and we pick string 2, 3, 2, 3, and then we've got, which is open first string and 4th fret on the second string played together, and then we're bending that second string note up and back. And then we play the 4 on the 2, 3, 2, 3 again. Then we've got, which is 4 on the first string, pull off to open, then 4, 4 on the second and third string. I think this repeats maybe 2 or 4 times. That's lead line 2. Only one other short lead line, the third lead line to learn now, and this comes in maybe second half of verse 2, somewhere around there, and just sounds like this. Alright, so again, we just got these 4th frets on the second and third string. We go 2, 3, 2, 3 in terms of string number. 2, 3, 2, 3. Then we're holding down 4th fret on the second string again and playing it with the open first string and just bending the second string note up a half step. And you just sort of let that hang there and just repeat it. That's the last part to learn, and last thing to learn for the song. Thank you so much for watching and listening. Hope you enjoy playing along with that one when you get it down. Awesome band, awesome track. I know a lot of people have been requesting that one for a while, so yeah, sorry it's taken me so long, but got there in the end. But yeah, that's it for this one. Thanks again for watching and listening. Huge thanks to everyone who supports me on Patreon. Really do appreciate everyone who parts with a few bucks over there or who buys me a coffee. Really goes a long way for me, so yeah, really appreciate that. Like I said at the top, you can follow me on social media, Facebook and Instagram, or check out that Spotify playlist I mentioned. Again, if you like and subscribe, that'd be amazing. But that's it for this one. Catch you in the next video. Cheers.